Welcome to the Theory and Operation of Ford Hybrid Systems. In this course, you'll gain a general understanding of the Ford Hybrid System. My name is Lance Wiggins, and I'll be your host for this course. It's a great day to fix transmissions, so let's get started. The two newest models for Ford are the C-Max Hybrid Titanium, which has a 2.0 inline 4 engine, and the HF35 CVT. The other is the Fusion Hybrid Titanium. It also has the 2.0 with the 4-liter or the inline 4 engine, and also has the HF35 CVT. Both vehicles have an efficient gas engine and electric motor that under light to normal acceleration can travel up to 85 miles per hour in the electric mode. Before servicing any Ford Hybrid, it will be necessary to power down the hybrid high voltage system. Ford Motor Company describes this procedure as high voltage traction battery system depowering. Vehicles include the Escape, the Mariner, the Fusion, the MKZ, and the new Fusion Energies. There are certain features that have been incorporated into some Ford hybrid vehicles for either a simple or automatic shutoff of the high voltage electrical systems. High voltage fuse. In the event of a high current short circuit, the high voltage fuse will open, disabling the high voltage system. High voltage interlock circuit. Whenever a high voltage connector is disconnected, the high voltage interlock circuit opens and disables the high voltage system. Ignition key in off position. Anytime the ignition lock cylinder is in the off position, the high voltage system is disabled. High voltage service disconnect. Whenever the high voltage service disconnect, located behind the rear seat, is removed, the high voltage system is disabled. Thermal sensors. In the event of ignition key is left on and the high voltage battery temperature exceeds 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit, thermal sensors located near the high voltage battery will automatically disable the high voltage battery. The high voltage cables and wiring are identified by orange harness tape or orange wire covering. All high voltage components are marked with high voltage warning labels with a high voltage symbol. Failure to follow these instructions may result in serious personal injury or death. On earlier Escape and Mercury Mariner hybrid models, the disconnect is located on the battery case beneath the rear battery cover. High voltage traction battery system depowering procedure. This is for late models. Secure the vehicle. Place the shift lever into the park position. Remove the ignition key. Removing the ignition key or turning the key to the off position will disconnect the high voltage system. Block the wheels. Disconnect the negative cable from the 12-volt battery. This will also disable the high voltage system. Remove the high voltage service disconnect. Here's a note. This particular late model disconnect is removed in the same manner found on the Toyota models. Later models, the power down switch is located behind the seat. Remove the fasteners and locate the switch. Move handle to unlatch the key, lift the key, and remove the breaker. Ford hybrid models will have a filtered cooling venting system which consists of a cabin air drawn into the battery component by fan, an auxiliary AC system that is connected to the air conditioning system, an independent AC system that is driven by the gasoline engine, a fan that draws outside air into the battery component. Quick note, make sure to check the filter and venting flow when working on the system. The cooling fans are located by the battery pack. Make sure to check and or replace the filter. These fans are important to the longevity of the battery life. There are important warnings when working on hybrid vehicles. The following should not be overlooked or taken lightly. Let's cover them together. Vehicles with scheduled remote start technology may start at any time. Make sure the scheduled remote start system is disabled when servicing or working in close proximity to rotating engine parts. Remove start feature should be disabled via the instrument cluster settings. Refer to information displayed setting in the owner's manual. Failure to follow this instruction may result in serious or personal injury. Wear eye and ear protection when servicing a vehicle. Failure to follow this instruction may result in personal injury. Wear protective gloves when handling components or parts that have painted or sharp edges. Chemicals or materials specified in this article, if used improperly, may present a personal health hazard. Always consult the material safety information sheet before using any material specified. Do not work under the hood of the vehicle with a damaged cooling fan. It can separate during operation. With the ignition off, inspect all cooling fans for damage, cracks, or separation, and replace with a new fan if necessary. Cooling fans may run with the ignition off. Disable the fans before working nearby. On electric vehicles, disconnect the charging cable to prevent unexpected fan operation. Vehicles with engine auto start technology may start automatically with the ignition on. Make sure the ignition is off when servicing or working in close proximity to rotating engine parts. Serious injury may occur if the engine is accidentally started by another person during service work. Remove the key from the vehicle to prevent unauthorized starts. Before lifting the vehicle with a jack, make sure the jack capacity is adequate for your vehicle height. Identify the correct jacking points by jacking and lifting overview. Never get under the vehicle supported by a jack. Before raising the vehicle on a hoist, make sure the hoist capacity is adequate. Again, look for the jack and lifting overview. Do not use the engine to power the drive wheels unless the drive wheels are elevated off the ground. Removal of the heavy components such as engine, transmissions, or axles while the vehicle is lifted on the hoist may create dangerous overweight or underweight imbalances. Restrain the vehicle on the hoist with chains or strap to prevent the vehicle from moving. Always secure the transmission, transfer case, and axle assemblies to the service jack. Always secure engine, transmissions, or other heavy components to the support fixture with straps or wooden support blocks. Never support the engine by the intake or exhaust manifolds. Lastly, turn off, disable the power running boards if equipped before jacking. Keep solvents away from the ignition source. Use tools, not fingers, to hold flag nuts. Flag nuts may slip or spin unexpectedly. Removing fasteners. Failure to follow these instructions may result in injured fingers. This will conclude our course on the Ford hybrid systems. We want to thank you for participating in our virtual training solutions powered by ATRA. Until next time, let's keep fixing transmissions together.